What's up, YouTube? Dazu here, bringing you another video deck profile on Rescue Rabbit Dinos. Um, really like this deck. It's a lot of fun. I'm gonna be playing it for a while, for sure, up until March. Hopefully none other stuff gets hit, because I'd like to continue playing this. A lot of fun. I took these guys to regionals over the weekend to LA. Had a blast. Played really good all day. Topped the event, got my nationals invite. Really excited, really proud of myself. All my hard work and my practice really paid off. Just thanks people for helping me out with stuff. Shout outs to especially Peter Navarro. Thank you a lot for helping me out practicing and stuff. Adam Norwood, thanks a lot for practicing with me and giving me tips and advice and stuff. Adam Korn, shout outs to you too. Shout outs to people in TeamHitokiri. Shout outs to Ricky. But yeah, it was a fun day. I topped the event. I was between table 1 and 8 all day, so I was in top 16 if you count the 2 players at each table kind of thing. I ended up being X2. I lost round 7 and 9. Lost to Plants and Chainburn. But whatever. I had a fun time. It was a good day. Beat every top deck in the meta. You name it. Dark World's Agents, Karakuris, the Rabbit Dinos, Plants. I beat all that stuff, man. No problem. It was good. Played really well. Met a lot of new people. I got some new friends. It was a good day. I plan on doing it again next weekend. This time I'm going to whoop ass on Inzectors and Windups. This deck is geared towards getting ready to fight those kind of decks because they're going to be hot right out of the box. Veilers, of course, are going to be super good. Not only does it stop those decks, but it's also going to stop the tour guides and stuff, so it's going to be a good card. Let's get down to the deck. The monster count's 20 monsters. It's really good. Really consistent. The deck's been really hot. It's 43 cards. There's one spell card in here that makes it 43 just because I'm teching it just for fun. But the triple guide, staples, has to be there. It's a combo with this bitch. The triple rabbit, really good card. Super good. He could get semi-limited. He's that good. He's really effective. I really like this card. Does a lot of stuff. The turn 1 Logia is super effective. The triple Kabazools, really good, and then the triple Sabrosauruses. They make the Logia the Dolka, but also they're really good on their own. You'd be surprised at how effective just a vanilla monster is on board. It's actually kind of stupid. I actually won a game against Dark Worlds with just the Kabazools on face up just because they couldn't do anything. Because I shadow mirrored all his crap. This is funny. But even in especially in the mirror match, the vanillas really do work. They really are an essential piece to winning the game. Not just to make your exceeds, but they're just really good soldiers. The 2 Max Cs, I did not play 3 at regionals. I took 1 out for the mind control, and I'm so glad I did because that card came through all day long. The double Max C was perfect. Always had it when I need it. It was good with 2. It was consistent. The deck thins so well, and so it was always there. Always had Sangan every fucking game. Always had Sangan, so I could search it out whenever I want. It was good. It was good at 2. I would never play 3 in here. The Sangan, of course, beast. So the Gramole, playing it still. He's funny. Does a lot of work. So going into fighting these new decks coming out next week. I took out the Guaibas because they were kind of dead weight all day long at the regionals. I always sided them out. They were kind of worthless pretty much all day. Never needed them. Never ever attacked with one. Never activated an effect. So it was just it was never good. I can't really explain it really. It's just he wasn't good. So I dropped the 3 Guaibas and 3 Veilers to do a lot more for me. I really want to play 2 Veiler, 2 Thunder King. But right now I'm just going to try the 3 Veiler to see how it goes. Because they're going to be multi-purpose. They're going to be to negate. They're going to be for the BLS. Because now I could play the BLS in here. And they're also going to be for synchro, and I can finally synchro effectively. And, like, because Leviair can bring this guy's back, and it can also just summon out in the hand. It'd be really good. It'd be useful. So I'm going to try the 3 before I do the Thunder Kings. Just see how it goes. But the Veilers are going to be hot. Plus, it's an easy side out. Of course, the BLS now. I have plenty of targets for it. The BLS is going to be Bastard. He's a bastard child of Yu-Gi-Oh! You got to fit him in everything. Going into spells, it's 15. Double Space Typhoon to start, obviously. Gold Sark, super good. I'm very happy I had this in the deck for the regional. Really good. The turn 1 Leviair play into the Lagia is stupid. It's so good. I opened like that like 5 games, man. It was bullshit. But this card's really good, dude. I love searching out Avarice. I love having this card ready. I love to search out Lance, and I love to search out Solemn Judgment. Those are the cards I always pick up with Gold Start. Rabbit being the first off if I have the guide, but, you know, whatever. But this is usually the best card to get. The Gold Stark is super good. Love it. The Mind Control. Very happy I played it. It won me a lot of games. Just my first game in general. Like, a guy was sitting on a Reaper, and I drew the right Mind Control, and I was like, oh, okay, of all the cards I could top deck right now, Mind Control, you lose. Aw. But, like, it's a good card. It came through all day long, and it came through on my opponent's side, and they were mind controlling my shit. Like, it was just like, such a good card. I mean, it could get banned. It's really, 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 really good. Loved it. The Dark Hole, obviously. Double Lances. Did work. I was really considering just playing 1 for the regionals, but I'm really happy I stayed with 2 because I always had the 2 ready, and I always used both. They were really good. I can't complain with the Lance. It did a lot for me. The Reborn, self-explanatory. The Double Smashing Grounds, pretty much self-explanatory, dude. They get crap off the board. Really, 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 really nice. Thunder King was never an issue because of those the Lances. The Book of Moon, really, really, really good. Right now, I'm running Double Duality. Going into the Triple Veiler, because you have to have the Veiler in hand against some of these decks. Like, people say, oh, Duality's bad in this, it slows it down, it's actually really good. It actually speeds the deck up more than it slows it down. It makes dead hands really good hands. It makes the deck more consistent. It allows you to power up even more, you know, like, it's really good. Like, I've never had a bad pull off of Duality yet with this deck. I've never had a bad hand with Duality. Like, Duality just makes this deck, like, worthwhile. I would highly recommend anyone playing Dinos to try Duality. Really, really good. But that card, that 43rd card I'm taking just to try out is My Body. Just because Torrential, Dark Hole, and Bottomless fuck this deck so badly that I need that extra protection, and this pretty much takes the cake. This is really, really, really good. It's, you know, it's Solemn Judgment, Lagia, basically. So I'm going to try it out. Going into traps, there's 8. 2 Deep Prisons, really good cards, hot all day. The Mirror Force, really, really, really good. Like it. I dropped Torrential, don't need it. It's just like Heavy Storm. I don't want to blow anything up on my board ever. I just don't like the card. I'd rather play Bottomless. I mean, I made Bottomless and Torrential at the event, but I was always siding out Torrential for, like, Fiendish Chain. It was never good. It was never a good card in the deck. Bottomless was way better. Dust Shoot, self-explanatory, and then the Double Warnings and the Judgment finished up the deck. Yeah, it's really good. I haven't, like, really dueled with this build yet, so I can't really give, you know, any insight on things. Just doing test hands, like, with trying out the Veilers and the Dualities and stuff. They've been really good. Cards I took out were Compulse. It wasn't really good at all. I took out the Torrential as well. It wasn't good. Took out the Gores, because I never needed it on Saturday, ever. There was never a time where I would ever need to have Gores on the board. There was never a time where he was in my hand and I need to summon him, because there was never a time it would have actually been a plus. I'd rather sit on my Reaper. I'd rather summon my Grand Mole. I'd rather, like, lance something or Smashing Ground and start going off with vanillas. Like, Gores was never the answer to anything on Saturday, so I just sided him out too for the Reaper. And I was trying 2 of these bitches in here. Completely worthless. She doesn't do anything for the deck at all. She's just dead. It's just a dead card. I wouldn't recommend playing them in this deck at all. She's good, really good, but this deck doesn't have a really good discarding outlet, so there's no point in playing it. And, like, you can get the Pot of Avarice at any time because you have the dualities and the Gold Star. So she's not, her effect isn't even that big of a deal. The extra deck's exactly the same. Zen Mains, double Levier, Leviathan, double Dolka, double Lagia, Utopia, Cataster, Rio, Black Rose, Stardust. I actually synced up for Stardust on Saturday. It was pretty fun. The Trishula and the Chimera Tech. The side, it's a little different now. Still have the double Fiendish Chains. Really good. I like this card a lot. I put the Royal Decree back in. I wish I would have had this on Saturday. I wouldn't have lost to the Chamberlain if I had that card. Like, I feel like an ass. But whatever. It's never coming out again as long as that deck's around. Double Shadow Mirrors. Hawk. So good. Like, every time I play Dark Worlds, they got raped hardcore because I had it. And this will shut down Insectors. I'm gonna start playing Chain Disappearance just because, you know, against windups and against Insectors, it hits all their good shit. It's really, really, really good. And it hits Tier Guide and everything, so it's just a good side. The Storm, just whatever, it's okay. The Double D Fissures, it's pretty good. The third space is really good. Reaper is really good. Double Dinos, stupid. Like, I can't describe like how stupid these guys are. How many games I won because I had Fossil Dinos out. And then the Double Cybers, staple. But yeah, that's the deck. Really, really good. Had a blast at regionals. So I'm just going to play with this for a little bit and see how it goes. So I'll probably make a video like sometime next week before I go to regionals, probably like Wednesday or Thursday, with some insight on this stuff, mainly on the dualities and the triple Veiler. If the triple Veiler doesn't work, I'll drop one and I'll drop my body to put in the double Thunder Kings, but we'll see what happens. Yeah, that's the deck. Again, thanks people, you know, for everything, and I look forward to just, you know, keep progressing as a Yu-Gi-Oh player. Thanks.